Good morning, students. I am Madhu Mukund. This is the second chapter of class 7 civics. We all have discussed our first chapter, that is democracy and equality. We all have done question answer also. This is the second chapter. The name of this chapter is our state government. As we know that India is the 7th largest nation of the world, extending over 3.28 million square kilometers for the administrative convenience. It has been divided into 28 states and 9 union territories. Each state has its own government, which is run on the lines of the central government. The union territories are administered by the President of India through a Lieutenant Governor or the Chief Commissioner. Both the central government and the state government are independent in their working. The division of power between the central and the state government is on the basis of 3 lists. That is, union list, it has 97 subjects, state list, it has 66 subjects, and the concurrent list, it has 47 subjects. These are the 3 lists. On the basis of that, the functions has been divided into union list, central government and the state government. The central government is more powerful as it has more power, more resources and more financial. Still, the state government have an independent identity and a very important role to play in the federal system. Federal system where the work has been divided into central government and the state government. So, our second topic is the state legislature. In most states, the legislature has only one house, legislative assembly. It means Vidhan Sabha. Only 6 states, that is UP, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Jammu and Kashmir and Andhra, have 2 houses. That is legislative assembly and the legislative council. The number of members in an assembly depends on the population of the state. However, the minimum strength is 60 and the maximum cannot be more than 500. Its members are directly elected by the people. The minimum age to be a member of the Legislative Assembly is 25 years. Some seats are reserved for SC and ST. For example, UP has 404 members in its Legislative Assembly and Mizoram has 40 only. So you can see according to the population, the seats has been changed. The term of Legislative Assembly is 5 years. In case it is not functioning according to the Constitution, it can be dissolved earlier also. In such a situation, the President rule is imposed in that state. Like the Lok Sabha, the Legislative Assembly has a Speaker and a Deputy Speaker. The Speaker presides over the meeting of the Assembly and conducts its business. So, here we have studied about the legislature where the 6 states had 2 houses that we have discussed. We have discussed also the name of that state. Now, we will study about the governor. The Legislative Council, Vidhan Sabha. Before explaining about the governor, it's very important to understand about the Legislative Assembly. The Legislative Council, which cannot be dissolved, and it is also called the permanent house. Why? Because it cannot be dissolved. Only 1/3 of its members retire after every 2 years. They are replaced by newly elected members. The Vidhan Parishad elects its chairman and deputy chairman. Function of the state legislature. It makes laws for the state on the subject mentioned in the state list and the concurrent list. It passes the annual budget of the state. It keeps a check on the council of minister of the state. The money bill can also be introduced in the legislative assembly. When a bill passed by the state legislature, it is sent to the governor for consent. After the consent of the governor, the bill has been passed. Now, governor. The governor is also called the Rajyapal. Who appoints governor? President of India appoints governor for 5 years. Normally, the governor does not belong to the state where he is appointed. The state administration is carried out in the name of the governor, whereas the real power lies with the CM and his council of ministers. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the power of governor and more. So, thank you, students.